Hey guys, it's Mallory with the Fat Boy app. Today I'm here with,
Michelle with Red Wagon Bakery.
and we're going to be doing her interview today, so let's get started. So Michelle, how long have you owned your own business?
We have been in business for 4 years now. We started in 2020 and we just went full-time in March of this year.
Really? So is this something you've always wanted to do, like run your own business, or was it just you just thought it would be a fun idea?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It just kind of happened. We woke up one day and I wasn't happy with where my life was at. And I am a person of faith. And I pretty much just said, okay, God, what do I do now? And he said, bake. Then I started baking.
Yeah. So is that who inspired you to start this business? Was you and God?
Myself, God, and my son. My son is the one who saw the talent and talked me into getting onto social media, and then it just kind of took off.
So what's your favorite thing that you sell, like you make and sell?
My favorite thing is decorated sugar cookies because it allows me to incorporate both the baking aspect and the art because we do everything by hand. So I like the art portions of the baking world.
Yeah. Are those your biggest sellers, your cookies?
Yes, they are actually the one thing that we don't do custom orders for, and we get most asked for those until October because throughout the summer we are traveling bakers. So we go to like farmers markets and events around town. So we like to do them for themed events, but I don't open custom orders until October.
So where do you see your business in 5 years? Do you want to one day have like a brick and mortar, or just stay like at home baking?
Within 5 years, the goal is to have an RV attached to a food trailer and to travel across the United States feeding people everywhere.
Oh wow,
It's a little ambitious.
That seems like a fun idea. I've always wanted to travel, and this job gives me the chance to do that. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So what ways do you advertise for your business?
Well, we started on TikTok, and then TikTok kind of turned into more so on Facebook for local people. We also use Instagram, YouTube. We do everything on social media.
Yeah. What ways would you say the Fat Boy app has helped your business?
I love that there's another party out there that helps to promote you. So as far as Fat Boy goes, right now it's not necessarily in Illinois, but we're hoping to expand that out.
Yes.
So, but it is nice to have, you guys there that pushes my content and helps to, get people outside of my area to see me so that the one day when I do travel, we'll already be known in different places. So
what would you say a typical work day looks like for you? Because you mentioned this morning that you were baking all day. So what does that look like?
Usually today's actually a pretty relaxed day. I only have 1 dozen sugar cookies to do, so that's pretty good. But usually it starts at 3 a.m. getting up, starting the cinnamon rolls. My husband makes all of our cinnamon rolls. So he gets up, gets going at 3, we get those done, and we just crank out as much baked goods as we can in our small little home kitchen.
So where did you get the name for Red Wagon?
Well, Red Wagon is the original Red Wagon was actually the wagon that we used for my daughter. She traveled and played softball. So we would put all of our equipment that she needed for the games into this Red Wagon just to pull around the park. And then once she was no longer playing softball and we started baking, we started packing everything into the little Red Wagon. And I would take it into my job location and I would pull the wagon up and down the aisles of my job. And so when we went to go rebrand, because we were originally under a different name, but I don't do cakes, and cakes was in the name of it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, let's just go with Red Wagon. We both looked at the wagon and we're like, oh, that's genius.
So what made you get started? I know you talked on it a little bit, but just dive a little bit deeper into that.
My husband and myself are both recovering addicts. So at the time, where I had my little coming to and I was asking about, God, what do I do?
Yeah.
It was at a time that I was in a very dark place. My dad had passed. I was pretty much back into regular all the time addiction, and I just needed something different. And so he said bake, and I just started baking. And at first I would just hand it out for holidays, and then people will be like, this is really good. Can you make it again? And then finally I was like, I can't keep doing this for free. And so they're like, we'll pay you to do it.
Yeah, I'm having fun doing it. Why not make a little bit of money?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it's just turned into a full-blown business now, so it's really cool.
so you obviously you have baked goods, but like what type of baked goods do you have to sell?
We do everything other than cakes. So we've done pies, cookies, cupcakes, cookie bars, anything decorated. We sell a bunch of cookie cakes. We haven't ventured into breads yet. We're not quite that, I'm not that brave yet because those take so much longer to rise. But cinnamon rolls, muffins, breakfast foods, whatever people request, as long as it's not an actual cake, we'll make it.
I saw you on your Facebook, you posted something about the 4th of July cookies. How long did those take you to make?
For the 4th of July, I think we did cupcakes for the 4th of July. But those took about, let's see, we had 12 dozen, so about 2 days over the course of 2 days as far as to decorate them and bake them. So
Oh,
it
wow.
was an undertaking.
So, what would you say is unique about your business?
We're two regular everyday people that had no intentions to ever start a business. And it just kind of happened. So when things just kind of happen, you just kind of go with it. And we're very, like I said before, we're very into our faith. So we're just like, okay, wherever we go is where we're going to go.
Yeah,
Wherever we go, we'll get there.
That's how my uncle and my aunt are. They're the ones that started this app, and that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Scott woke up and was like, "Yep, let's do this."
I know. And luckily I have a husband who's like, okay, let's go.
Well, that's all the questions we have. I just want to say thank you for being a part of the Fat Boy App family.